Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to captivate a man? Not just to make him look your way for a fleeting moment, but to leave him so enchanted that he finds himself thinking about you long after you've left the room? Is it your beauty? Your outfit? The way you laugh at his jokes? Maybe you've tried them all, yet deep down, something still feels missing. Here's the truth most people will never tell you. Surface-level tactics can spark interest, but they will never create lasting attraction. The real secret lies far deeper, inside you. In the part of you that doesn't fade, wrinkle, or disappear with the passing of time. In the part of you untouched by trends, untouched by age, your personality. This is where true magnetic allure is born. But before we dive into how, let's destroy the myths. You might believe attraction is about what you can show, the perfect dress, flawless makeup, a calculated smile. Yes, these can catch his attention, but they're like fireworks, bright for a moment, then gone in an instant. Or maybe you think he'll be drawn to your success, your career, your status. While ambition commands respect, it's rarely what makes a man's heart beat faster. Here's the game-changing revelation. Attraction isn't about what you display, it's about what you radiate. It's not in a new hairstyle or a rehearsed flirtation. It's in mastering the energy you carry. When you cultivate certain traits and embrace timeless principles like Stoicism and even the subtle edge of dark Stoic psychology, you unlock an inner glow that draws him closer with every interaction. So, are you ready to stop chasing attention and start commanding it? Stay with me until the very end, because I'm going to share 9 powerful ways to master your personality and create a presence so magnetic, he won't just notice you, he'll feel you. And it all begins with the foundation, authenticity. 1. Be true to yourself. What does it mean to be yourself in a world that constantly pressures you to be someone else? On social media, you see flawless images and perfect captions. At parties, you feel the need to agree with every popular opinion or fake enthusiasm just to fit in. But here's the irony. Pretending to be what you think he wants will never work. Authenticity isn't just attractive, it's irresistible. When you're genuine, you send a powerful message, I am enough. And trust me, there's nothing more compelling to a man than a woman who fully owns her individuality. Imagine you're at a dinner with him. He brings up a movie he loves, but instead of pretending you've seen it or care, you share a thoughtful but honest perspective. I haven't watched it, but I'd love to hear what you enjoyed most about it. This not only keeps the conversation authentic, but also gives him a glimpse into your real self, a quality he'll cherish. But here's where it gets tricky. Being authentic requires courage. It means showing your quirks, your passions, and even your flaws. And I get it, that can feel vulnerable. What if he doesn't like the real you? What if your honesty pushes him away? Let me stop you right there. Pretending to be someone you're not might attract him in the short term, but it's exhausting and unsustainable. Sooner or later, the mask slips, and when it does, the connection crumbles. Instead, let authenticity become your superpower. The principles of Stoicism teach us the beauty of embracing our true selves without being swayed by others' opinions. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "Be satisfied if the smallest thing goes well, and consider such an outcome to be no small matter." What if you applied that to yourself? What if you celebrated your small victories, your individuality, and the simple fact that you don't need to be perfect to be loved? And here's where dark Stoic psychology comes into play. This approach emphasizes tapping into your emotional intelligence and using your unique traits to build deeper connections. It's not about manipulation, it's about understanding how authenticity combined with emotional depth can create bonds that are nearly unbreakable. For instance, have you ever noticed how someone who's unapologetically themselves can light up a room? It's not because they're trying harder, it's because they're trying less. Being true to yourself makes you magnetic because it liberates him to do the same. You create a space where he feels safe to share his vulnerabilities, his dreams, and even his fears. This is the foundation of attraction that lasts. So, how can you put this into practice? Start small. The next time you're with him, share something genuine about yourself, something real. Maybe it's a hobby you're passionate about, a childhood memory, or even a goal you're working toward. Watch how he leans in, how his interest deepens when he sees the real you. And remember, authenticity isn't just about what you say, it's also about what you don't. Don't fake a laugh if his joke wasn't funny. Don't agree with an opinion you don't believe in. Men are far more perceptive than we give them credit for, and they can sense when you're being insincere. Show him the version of you that doesn't try to impress, because that's the version he'll fall for. Now, take a moment to reflect. Are you showing him the real you, or are you hiding behind what you think he wants? Authenticity is a choice, a bold one. But when you make it, you lay the groundwork for a connection so deep it'll make him want to know you better every day. Stay tuned, because in the next section we'll explore the next piece of the puzzle, confidence, and how embracing it can amplify your authenticity tenfold. 2. Confidence is key. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you truly believed in your worth? Not just surface-level confidence where you smile for the world but secretly second-guess yourself, but real, unshakable self-assurance. Confidence is more than just a desirable trait. It's the fuel that powers every interaction, every connection, and every moment you share with him. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, "I've heard this before," stay with me. Confidence isn't about pretending to be flawless or walking into a room demanding attention. True confidence comes from within, an awareness of your value, your strengths, and yes, even your imperfections. It's about standing tall, embracing who you are, and letting that energy speak louder than words. Think about it. When you're around someone who exudes confidence, don't you feel drawn to them? It's not because they're perfect, it's because they're unapologetically themselves. And here's the kicker. Confidence is contagious. When you believe in yourself, you inspire him to believe in you too. So, how do you build this magnetic confidence? Start by silencing the self-doubt that creeps in. Imagine you're meeting him for coffee and you're worried about what he'll think of your outfit, your conversation, or your opinions. Stop right there. Instead of focusing on what he might think, ask yourself, what do I think? Am I happy with who I am? Because when you're content with yourself, you radiate a glow that no amount of makeup or small talk can replicate. Here's where Stoicism comes into play. The Stoics teach us that our confidence doesn't come from controlling external factors. It comes from mastering our internal world. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Let that sink in. You don't need his validation, the perfect circumstances, or even the right words to feel confident. Your power lies in accepting yourself as you are, flaws and all. But confidence isn't just about mindset, it's also about action. Take decisive steps, even when you're unsure. Have you ever hesitated to make a decision because you were afraid of messing up? Here's a secret. Confidence doesn't mean never doubting yourself. It means acting in spite of the doubt. Maybe it's deciding on the restaurant for your next date or voicing your opinion in a group conversation. When you take charge, you show him that you trust your judgment, and that's undeniably attractive. Another layer to confidence is how you carry yourself, your posture, your tone of voice, even the way you walk into a room. All of these silently communicate your self-belief. Practice standing tall, making eye contact, and speaking with intention. These small adjustments can make a massive difference in how you're perceived and, more importantly, how you feel about yourself. And let's not forget the role of dark Stoic psychology. This approach emphasizes that confidence isn't just about what you project, it's about what you internalize. By embracing this philosophy, you can turn self-doubt into strength. For example, instead of fixating on a mistake, see it as an opportunity to grow. This mindset not only builds resilience, but also makes you someone who can handle life's challenges with grace, an incredibly alluring trait. So, here's your challenge. The next time you're with him, don't hold back. Speak your mind, share your opinions, and let your actions reflect the belief you have in yourself. If he sees that you're confident in your choices, he'll naturally gravitate toward you. After all, nothing is more appealing than a woman who knows her worth and isn't afraid to show it. Now I want to hear from you. If you're ready to embrace confidence and make it your superpower, like this video and comment number 1 below. Let me know you're committed to stepping into your full potential. And if this resonates with you, Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the rest of this transformative journey. In the next section, we'll dive into a game-changing mindset shift, how positivity and gratitude can elevate not just your personality, but your entire relationship dynamic. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss what's coming next. 3. Positivity and gratitude, your secret weapon. Have you ever noticed how some people light up a room just by being in it? They radiate a kind of warmth that draws others in, making you feel comfortable, understood, and even uplifted. That glow, that unexplainable charm, they're the byproducts of positivity and gratitude. And guess what? You can harness this power too, in a way that not only attracts him but also transforms how you see yourself and your world. Let's start with a question. How often do you focus on what's wrong instead of what's right? Maybe it's the stressful day at work, the barista getting your coffee order wrong, or a conversation that didn't go as planned. It's easy to let those small frustrations take over. But here's the secret. Positivity isn't about ignoring the bad. It's about choosing to see the good, even in the midst of it. When you focus on gratitude, you shift your entire energy. Imagine sitting across from him, sharing stories about your day. Instead of venting about how traffic ruined your morning, you share how the extra time in the car let you listen to your favorite playlist. This subtle reframing doesn't just make you seem more optimistic, it makes you a source of joy. He'll leave that conversation feeling uplifted and wanting more of that energy in his life. But positivity isn't just about being upbeat, it's also about resilience. Life will throw curveballs no matter how hard you try to dodge them. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." Think about that for a moment. Positivity rooted in gratitude allows you to remain grounded in the present, appreciating what's in front of you instead of worrying about what's missing. For instance, let's say you're having a stressful day and your plans with him get disrupted. Instead of letting frustration seep into your mood, ask yourself, what can I still appreciate in this moment? Maybe it's a text he sent checking in on you. Maybe it's the extra hour you now have to relax and do something for yourself. This practice of gratitude not only shifts your perspective, but also makes you emotionally stronger, something that doesn't go unnoticed. Positivity is magnetic because it's rare. We live in a world that often celebrates cynicism and negativity, so when you show up with a genuine smile, a lighthearted laugh, and a grateful heart, you stand out. You become the woman who chooses to see the silver linings and finds joy in the little things. And trust me, that energy is addictive. Let's talk about how you can cultivate gratitude in your everyday life. Start small, keep a journal, and jot down 3 things you're grateful for each day. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's the way the sun felt on your face this morning, or the kindness of a stranger holding the door for you. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to notice the good more often, making positivity your natural default. Another powerful tool is using gratitude in your interaction with him. Let's say he surprises you with a thoughtful gesture, like remembering your favorite dessert or taking care of something you were stressed about. Instead of a quick thanks, take a moment to express your appreciation sincerely. I really love that you remembered how much I like this. It means a lot to me. Gratitude deepens connections because it shows you value what he brings to your life. But what about the days when positivity feels impossible, when life's challenges seem too overwhelming to find even a sliver of light? That's where dark Stoic psychology comes into play. It teaches us to lean into our struggles, not to deny them, but to rise above them. By focusing on what you can control, your mindset, your reactions, you gain the strength to navigate even the hardest days with grace. And that resilience is deeply attractive because it shows him you're not someone who crumbles under pressure. Here's another layer to consider. Positivity isn't just about how you feel, it's about how you make others feel. When he's had a tough day, your ability to shift the energy in the room with your optimism and gratitude will leave a lasting impression. Think about it. Who wouldn't want to be around someone who consistently lifts their spirits? So the next time you're with him, let your positivity shine. Appreciate the moment you're sharing, whether it's a deep conversation or simply laughing together over something silly. Show him that you don't take life or him for granted. Gratitude and positivity aren't just traits, they are an experience you offer. As we move forward, keep this in mind. The energy you bring into a relationship shapes the connection you build, and when that energy is rooted in gratitude and joy, it becomes impossible to resist. Stay with me, because in the next section we'll uncover how emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage emotions, takes your magnetic personality to the next level. 4. Develop emotional intelligence. Have you ever been in a conversation where you felt completely understood, as if the other person could see right through your words and into the feelings behind them? That connection, the kind that leaves you feeling seen and heard, is the hallmark of emotional intelligence. And when it comes to building a magnetic connection with him, emotional intelligence is your not-so-secret superpower. Now, let's talk about what emotional intelligence really is. It's not about suppressing your emotions or trying to control his. Instead, it's about understanding your own feelings, recognizing his, and navigating them with grace. It's the ability to stay calm under pressure, respond with empathy, and make him feel like he's in a safe space when he's with you. Imagine how powerful it would be if every interaction you had with him left him feeling supported and understood. So, how do you develop this incredible skill? Let's start with the first step: mastering your own emotions. There will be moments when his actions might frustrate or confuse you. Maybe he forgets a plan you made, or perhaps he seems distant after a stressful week. Instead of jumping to conclusions or reacting impulsively, pause. Ask yourself, what am I feeling and why? Identifying your emotions before expressing them not only prevents unnecessary conflict, but also helps you communicate more effectively. For example, instead of saying, "Why didn't you text me back? Do you even care?" Try something like, "I noticed you've been quiet today. Is everything okay?" This approach not only shows concern, but also gives him the space to share what he's feeling. Emotional intelligence turns potential misunderstandings into opportunities for connection. Another key element is empathy, putting yourself in his shoes. Let's say he's had a rough day at work and seems distant during your evening together. It's easy to take this personally, but empathy allows you to see beyond his behavior. Instead of thinking, "Why is he ignoring me?" you might ask, "How can I support him right now?" Sometimes, simply acknowledging his feelings, "I can see today was tough for you. Let me know if there's anything I can do," can work wonders. Empathy doesn't mean you should ignore your own feelings, though. The beauty of emotional intelligence lies in balance. It's about creating a space where both your emotions and his are valued and respected. This mutual understanding deepens your connection and builds trust, making your bond unshakable. Here's where Stoicism plays a critical role. One of its core teachings is learning to focus on what you can control while letting go of what you can't. In relationships, you can't control his emotions or reactions, but you can control how you respond to them. Picture this. He's upset about something that happened at work, and instead of trying to fix it, you simply listen. By being present and letting him vent without judgment, you show him that you're his emotional anchor, a quality that's incredibly attractive. Let's not forget the role of dark Stoic psychology in emotional intelligence. This approach takes it one step further by teaching you how to read subtle emotional cues and use them to strengthen your connection. For example, noticing the way his tone softens when he talks about his dreams, or how his body language changes when he's stressed. By tuning into these cues, you gain a deeper understanding of him, one that fosters a profound emotional bond. Practicing active listening is another game changer. Have you ever been in a conversation where the other person was clearly waiting for their turn to speak? It's frustrating, right? Now flip that scenario. When he's sharing something with you, focus entirely on his words, his tone, and even what he's not saying. Nod, maintain eye contact, and occasionally reflect back what you hear. It sounds like that meeting really drained you. This not only makes him feel valued, but also strengthens your emotional connection. But emotional intelligence isn't just about handling serious moments. It's also about navigating lighthearted situations with care. Imagine you're playfully teasing him, and he suddenly seems withdrawn. Instead of brushing it off, you could say, "Hey, I hope that didn't upset you. Let me know if it did." This level of awareness shows him that you're tuned into his feelings, even in casual interactions. Emotional intelligence is also your greatest ally during conflicts. Let's face it, no relationship is without its disagreements, but how you handle those moments can make or break the connection. Instead of letting emotions escalate, try this Stoic-inspired mindset. Take a deep breath and focus on the bigger picture. Ask yourself, is this argument worth more than the relationship itself? Often, a moment of calm reflection can prevent unnecessary tension. Ultimately, emotional intelligence transforms the way you connect with him. It makes you someone he can confide in, someone who understands him without judgment, and someone who brings out the best in him. That's the kind of connection that doesn't just attract, it endures. As we move into the next section, we'll explore how being dependable and consistent amplifies everything you've already learned, because while emotional intelligence builds trust, dependability solidifies it. Stay with me. This next step is a game changer. 5. Be dependable and consistent. Here's a question for you. How many people in your life can you truly count on? Not just the ones who promise to be there, but the ones who actually follow through every time without fail. Now think about how powerful it is to be that person for someone else, especially for him. Dependability and consistency might not sound glamorous, but they're the foundation of trust, and without trust, even the most passionate connection will eventually crumble. So, what does it mean to be dependable? It's not about being perfect or saying yes to everything. It's about doing what you say you'll do and showing up when it matters most. Imagine he confides in you about a tough situation at work, and you promise to check in later to see how he's doing. Following through on that small promise might seem insignificant, but to him, it speaks volumes. It tells him, "You matter to me and I've got your back." Consistency, on the other hand, is about showing up as your authentic self over time. It's not enough to be there for him one day and disappear the next. Consistency creates a rhythm in your relationship, a sense of stability that allows both of you to feel secure. And let me tell you, nothing is more attractive than being the woman he knows he can count on, no matter what. But let's be honest, life gets busy, commitments pile up, and it's easy to let things slip through the cracks. This is where Stoicism comes in to help you align your actions with your values. One of its core teachings is focusing on what's within your control. If you've made a promise to him, prioritize it. Whether it's something big like supporting him during a difficult time, or something small like being on time for your date, your consistency reinforces the trust between you. Dependability isn't just about the big gestures. It's often the little things that matter most. Think about this. When he shares a funny story or a small win, do you take the time to celebrate it with him? Or when he's had a tough day, are you the first to ask how he's feeling? These small but consistent acts of care show him that you're present in his life, not just for the highs, but also for the everyday moments. Now, let's address the flip side. What happens when you can't follow through? Maybe something unexpected comes up and you have to cancel plans. In those moments, communication is key. Instead of disappearing or offering a vague excuse, be honest and proactive. Say, "I'm really sorry, but something's come up. Can we reschedule for tomorrow? I still really want to spend time with you." This approach not only shows respect for his feelings, but also reinforces your reliability, even when things don't go as planned. Here's a pro tip inspired by dark Stoic psychology. Dependability doesn't just mean being consistent in your actions. It means being consistent in your emotional presence. This is about creating an environment where he feels safe to be vulnerable, knowing you won't judge or withdraw when he opens up about something personal. Respond with empathy and patience. Let him know that his feelings are valid and that you're there to support him. Dependability also plays a huge role in attraction because it signals maturity and strength. Men are naturally drawn to women who exude a sense of reliability, not just in their actions, but in their energy. Picture this. He's dealing with a chaotic situation, and while everyone else adds to the noise, you're the calm, steady presence he can lean on. That stability isn't just comforting, it's magnetic. Now, let's put this into action. The next time you make a commitment to him, no matter how small, see it as an opportunity to build trust. Show him that your word is more than just words. And when challenges arise, handle them with grace and transparency. These moments, as simple as they may seem, are what build the foundation for a connection that's both strong and enduring. If this resonates with you, and you're ready to embody the kind of dependability that strengthens your connection, like this video and comment number 1 below. Show me that you're committed to mastering this transformative trait. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. In the upcoming section, we'll explore a crucial skill: how to elevate your social interactions and make every conversation with him meaningful and unforgettable. Stay with me. You're going to love what's next. 6. The art of conversation. Enhance your social skills. Have you ever found yourself in the middle of a conversation, unsure of what to say next, or worrying whether you're truly connecting with the other person? Conversations are the lifeblood of any relationship, and with him, they're the bridge between surface-level attraction and a deep, meaningful connection. The ability to hold his attention and create a spark through your words is a skill worth mastering, and one that can make you unforgettable. Great conversations don't happen by accident. They're cultivated through curiosity, attentiveness, and a genuine interest in the other person. So let me ask you this. When you're talking to him, are you truly present, or are you caught up in your own thoughts, waiting for the perfect moment to chime in? The secret to captivating conversations is simple yet powerful. Be more interested than interesting. Start by leaning into active listening. When he shares something, don't just nod along and wait for your turn to speak. Instead, focus fully on his words, his tone, and even the emotions behind them. Imagine he's talking about a recent challenge he faced at work. Rather than replying with a generic, "That sounds tough," ask something like, "What is the most challenging part for you?" This shows that you're engaged and genuinely invested in his experience. But what if the conversation starts to fizzle out? This is where preparation meets spontaneity. Have a mental list of open-ended questions or topics you can turn to when things get quiet. Instead of defaulting to "How's the weather?" try something more personal. "What's the best meal you've ever had?" Or, "If you could travel anywhere right now, where would it be?" These questions spark his imagination and encourage him to share something meaningful. Conversations are also an opportunity to reveal pieces of yourself in a way that invites connection. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts, passions, or even vulnerabilities. If he mentions a book he loves and you've read it too, dive into what you found most interesting or thought-provoking. If you haven't read it, express your curiosity. "I haven't had the chance to read that yet. What did you love about it?" This balance of listening and sharing creates a natural flow that keeps both of you engaged. Another powerful tool in the art of conversation is humor. Laughter is a universal connector, and when used thoughtfully, it can make your interactions with him feel light, fun, and unforgettable. Let's say you're both stuck in a long line somewhere. A playful comment like, "Good thing we're not in a hurry to save the world today," can ease the monotony and create a shared moment of levity. Humor not only breaks the ice, but also shows him that you don't take yourself or life too seriously. However, great conversations aren't just about what you say, they're also about what you don't say. Respect his personal space and emotional boundaries. If he seems hesitant to share details about a particular topic, don't push. Shift the conversation to something lighter or more general. Being sensitive to his comfort level shows emotional intelligence and builds trust, creating a safe space for him to open up at his own pace. Here's where dark Stoic psychology can elevate your conversations to another level. This approach encourages you to observe not just his words, but also his nonverbal cues, his body language, tone, and even micro-expressions. Is he leaning in when he talks about a certain topic? Does his tone shift when he mentions a particular memory? By tuning into these subtle signals, you can steer the conversation toward what truly matters to him, deepening the connection effortlessly. Let's not forget the role of confidence in your interactions. If you're constantly second-guessing your words or worrying about whether you're saying the right thing, it'll show. Instead, trust in your ability to connect. Remember, he's talking to you because he's interested in getting to know you. Speak from the heart and don't overthink it. Lastly, consider the impact of genuine compliments. A well-placed compliment can make him feel seen and appreciated in a way that sticks with him long after the conversation ends. But here's the key: make it specific. Instead of a vague, "You're so smart," say, "I really admire how thoughtful your perspective is. It makes me think about things in a new way." Specificity shows that you're paying attention and that your words are sincere. The beauty of mastering conversation is that it's a skill you can practice every day. Start by being more present in your interactions, whether with him or others in your life. Notice how people respond when you truly listen, ask thoughtful questions, and share a piece of yourself. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, and soon enough, your conversations with him will flow effortlessly. In the next section, we'll uncover how maintaining calmness even in stressful or awkward social situations can make you stand out as someone who exudes confidence and grace. Stay with me, because this next step is all about mastering your inner world to create an even stronger connection. 7. Maintain calmness. Picture this. You're out with him, and something unexpected happens. Maybe the restaurant messes up your order, or plans fall through last minute. How do you react? Do you let frustration take over? Or do you remain composed, handling the situation with grace? The ability to stay calm under pressure isn't just a sign of emotional maturity, it's also one of the most attractive qualities you can embody. Calmness sends a powerful message. I am in control of myself, no matter what the world throws my way. And trust me, that kind of grounded energy is magnetic. It sets you apart as someone who can handle challenges with confidence, making you not just a partner, but a source of stability in his life. So how do you cultivate this calm demeanor, especially when emotions are running high? It starts with the mindset that Stoicism champions, focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, put it perfectly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Imagine you're in the middle of a conversation, and he says something that irritates you. Your first instinct might be to react impulsively, but pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, is this worth escalating? What can I learn from this moment? Often, the simple act of pausing can diffuse your initial frustration, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than emotionally. Calmness also involves reframing how you view challenges. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, consider them opportunities to show your strength and composure. Let's say you're both running late for an event, and the stress starts to build. Instead of panicking, you could say, "It's okay, this just gives us more time to talk." This kind of lighthearted approach not only eases the tension, but also shows him that you're someone who can keep perspective even in less than ideal situations. But staying calm isn't just about external interactions. It's also about mastering your inner world. This is where techniques like mindfulness and grounding exercises come into play. The next time you feel anxiety creeping in, try this. Close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath, and focus on the sensations around you, the feeling of your feet on the ground, the sounds in the room, or the rhythm of your breath. These moments of mindfulness can anchor you in the present, helping you regain control of your emotions. Another key to maintaining calmness is developing self-awareness. Take time to reflect on the triggers that tend to disrupt your composure. Is it feeling misunderstood? A fear of losing control? Once you identify these patterns, you can prepare yourself to handle them more effectively. For example, if you know that disagreements make you anxious, practice staying curious instead of defensive during discussions. Instead of jumping to conclusions, ask questions like, "What makes you feel that way?" This not only keeps the conversation productive, but also shows him that you're someone who values understanding over conflict. Here's where dark Stoic psychology adds an intriguing layer. It teaches us to embrace discomfort as a tool for growth. Rather than avoiding stressful situations, lean into them with the mindset that each challenge is an opportunity to sharpen your emotional resilience. When he sees you handling difficulties with poise, he'll recognize your inner strength, a trait that's deeply alluring. Calmness also creates space for him to feel safe. Imagine he's opening up about something that's been weighing on him. If you react with panic or judgment, he may hesitate to share with you in the future. But if you remain calm and attentive, offering support without trying to fix the problem, he'll see you as a steady presence he can rely on. That kind of trust is invaluable in any relationship. But let's not confuse calmness with passivity. Staying calm doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or avoiding difficult conversations. It means approaching them with clarity and intention. If something bothers you, address it, but do so calmly and respectfully. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," you might try, "Sometimes I feel unheard, and it's important to me that we communicate better. Can we work on that together?" This approach keeps the focus on finding solutions rather than assigning blame. Finally, calmness isn't just about how you handle stress. It's about how you carry yourself in everyday life. Think about the energy you bring into a room. Do you radiate confidence and ease, or do you let minor frustrations take over? When you prioritize calmness, you create an atmosphere that draws people in, making him and everyone else want to be around you. So the next time life throws you a curveball, take a moment to pause, breathe, and center yourself. Let your calmness be your strength, your resilience, your secret weapon. It's this grace under pressure that will leave him wondering how he got so lucky to have you by his side. As we move forward, we'll explore another essential quality: how humor and lightheartedness can transform your interactions, making them not just meaningful, but also irresistibly fun. Stay tuned. This next piece will unlock a whole new dimension of connection. 8. Embrace humor and lightheartedness. Let me ask you, when was the last time you laughed so hard that you forgot all your worries, even if just for a moment? Humor has a magical way of cutting through tension, creating connection, and making even the simplest moments unforgettable. And when it comes to building attraction, a lighthearted, playful vibe can do more than charm him. It can leave a lasting impression. Men are naturally drawn to women who make them feel good, and humor is one of the easiest ways to create that spark. Think about it. Who wouldn't want to be around someone who can turn an ordinary day into something extraordinary with just a laugh or a witty comment? But here's the thing, embracing humor isn't about telling rehearsed jokes or trying too hard to be funny. It's about seeing the lighter side of life and inviting him to share in it. Imagine you're out together and something doesn't go as planned. Maybe the movie you wanted to see is sold out, or the restaurant you picked has a long wait. Instead of letting frustration ruin the mood, you could say, "Looks like the universe has other plans for us tonight. Let's make it an adventure." A simple comment like that turns what could have been a downer into an opportunity for fun and spontaneity. But humor isn't just about navigating the unexpected. It's also about creating moments of joy in your everyday interactions. Playful teasing, for example, can add a layer of excitement and flirtation to your conversations. Let's say he mentions how much he loves a particular sports team. You might respond with a grin. "Oh, so you're one of those fans? Should I be worried?" This kind of banter keeps things light and playful while showing that you're confident enough to joke around without taking everything too seriously. And let's not underestimate the power of self-deprecating humor. A woman who can laugh at herself exudes confidence and ease. Maybe you spill a little coffee on your shirt during a date. Instead of getting flustered, you could laugh and say, "Well, I guess this outfit needed a little personality anyway." Moments like these show him that you're comfortable in your own skin, a quality that's incredibly attractive. Here's where Stoicism ties in beautifully. The philosophy teaches us not to let external circumstances dictate our inner peace. In the context of humor, this means finding ways to stay lighthearted even when life throws challenges your way. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "Difficulty comes from our own perception." So why not choose to perceive life's little hiccups as opportunities for laughter and connection? Dark Stoic psychology takes this idea even further, encouraging you to use humor as a tool for building emotional bonds. Humor has a disarming quality. It lowers defenses, fosters trust, and creates an instant sense of intimacy. When you make him laugh, you're not just entertaining him, you're showing him that you can be his escape from the pressures of the world. But as powerful as humor is, it's essential to strike the right balance. Avoid humor that could come across as mean-spirited or overly sarcastic, especially early in the relationship. The goal is to build a connection, not to alienate him. Instead, focus on humor that uplifts and connects. Here's a practical way to embrace humor in your everyday interactions. Look for opportunities to share lighthearted moments. Maybe it's a funny meme that reminds you of an inside joke you've shared, or a silly observation about something you're both experiencing. These small gestures show him that you're thinking of him and that you bring a sense of fun to his life. Humor also plays a crucial role in diffusing tension. Let's say you're having a minor disagreement and the conversation starts to feel heavy. A well-timed joke or playful comment can lighten the mood and remind both of you not to take things too seriously. For example, he's upset that you were late. You might smile and say, "I guess this is the universe's way of reminding you how patient you are." While humor doesn't solve every conflict, it can soften the edges and make finding a resolution easier. The beauty of humor is that it makes you approachable and memorable. He'll find himself smiling later, thinking about the way you made him laugh or how effortlessly fun it feels to be around you. It's not just about the laughs, it's about the positive energy you bring into his life. If this resonates with you and you're ready to embrace humor as a powerful part of your personality, like this video and comment number 1 below. Let me know that you're committed to bringing joy and lightheartedness into your interactions. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep exploring ways to deepen your connection with him. Next, we'll talk about something just as vital: prioritizing yourself. Because while humor draws him in, your independence and passion are what truly make you unforgettable. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss this next piece of the puzzle. 9. Prioritize yourself. Find your passion. Let me ask you, when you look at your life, are you living for yourself, or are you constantly worrying about what others think? In the quest to captivate him, it's easy to fall into the trap of making him the center of your world. But here's the irony. The more you prioritize yourself, your passions, your growth, and your happiness, the more irresistible you become. There's something undeniably magnetic about a woman who knows who she is and what she wants. She doesn't seek validation from anyone because she already validates herself. This kind of independence isn't just attractive, it's intoxicating. And the best part? It's entirely within your reach. So, how do you start living for yourself without feeling selfish or neglecting your relationship? It begins with discovering your passions. Ask yourself, what lights me up? What brings me joy, even when no one's watching? Maybe it's painting, writing, traveling, or diving into a good book. Whatever it is, make time for it. When you're pursuing something you love, your happiness radiates outward, drawing people, including him, into your vibrant energy. Imagine this. He asks you how you spent your weekend, and instead of replying with something generic, you share how you attended a photography workshop or spent hours hiking a trail that's been on your bucket list. That kind of enthusiasm is contagious. It shows him that you're someone with a full, dynamic life, someone who doesn't wait around for others to create happiness. But prioritizing yourself goes beyond hobbies. It's about building a life that feels rich and meaningful, with or without him. This doesn't mean you don't care about your relationship. It means you recognize that your personal growth is just as important as the connection you share. By nurturing your independence, you create a partnership where both of you can thrive as individuals while growing together. Here's where Stoicism offers a profound perspective. The philosophy teaches us to focus on what we can control, our own actions, choices, and mindset, rather than getting lost in what we can't. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one. This applies to your passions too. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or someone else's approval to pursue what excites you. Just start. When you live authentically, you also free yourself from the comparison trap. It's so easy to get caught up in social media, comparing your life to carefully curated highlight reels. Maybe you see friends traveling to exotic destinations or achieving milestones, and you wonder if you're falling behind. But here's the truth. Their path isn't yours. What matters is finding what fulfills you, not chasing someone else's idea of success. Let's tie this back to dark Stoic psychology. This mindset encourages you to embrace your individuality and use it as a strength. When you prioritize yourself, you're not only showing him that you're confident and independent, you're also giving him the opportunity to support and admire your growth. It creates a dynamic where both of you inspire each other rather than one person becoming the other's sole focus. Think about the women you admire most. Chances are they're not just defined by their relationships. They're defined by their passions, achievements, and the unique energy they bring to the world. By following their lead, you become someone who doesn't just attract him, but inspires him to grow alongside you. But prioritizing yourself isn't just about grand gestures or big dreams. It's also about the small, everyday decisions that reflect self-respect. For example, set boundaries when you need to. If you've had a long day and need time to recharge, it's okay to say, "I'd love to see you, but I really need a quiet night tonight. Can we plan something for tomorrow?" This doesn't push him away. It shows him that you value your well-being, which only makes you more appealing. And let's talk about how self-care fits into this picture. Taking care of your physical and mental health isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. When you're confident in your own skin, it naturally enhances the way you carry yourself, and that confidence is something no one can ignore. Whether it's through exercise, meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature, prioritize practices that make you feel your best. Ultimately, when you live for yourself, you become the star of your own story. You're not waiting for him or anyone else to give your life meaning. Instead, you're creating a life that's so fulfilling it draws him in like a magnet. He'll see your passion, your independence, and your unwavering sense of self, and he won't be able to resist wanting to be a part of it. So take a moment to reflect. Are you truly living for yourself, or are you putting your happiness on hold for others? The journey to prioritizing yourself isn't always easy, but it's the most empowering choice you can make. And when you do, you'll find that not only does your life become richer, but your relationships also deepen in ways you never imagined. We've reached the end of this journey, but let me ask you, how do you feel right now? Are you ready to take everything you've learned and turn it into action? Because here's the truth, your personality is the ultimate source of your allure, and mastering it doesn't just make you attractive to him, it transforms your entire life. Think back to everything we've covered. You've learned how to embrace authenticity, radiate confidence, and cultivate positivity. You've explored the power of emotional intelligence, dependability, and humor, and discovered how prioritizing yourself and staying calm can elevate your energy. These aren't just traits. They're tools to help you become the kind of woman who naturally draws people in, especially him. But here's the most important takeaway. This journey isn't about changing who you are. It's about enhancing what's already within you. You don't need to become someone else to be captivating. The real magic happens when you embrace your uniqueness and show the world and him your true self. Remember, attraction isn't about perfection. It's about connection, and connection thrives when you show up as your most genuine, vibrant self. By living these principles every day, you're not just creating an irresistible presence, you're building a life filled with meaningful relationships, deep fulfillment, and boundless joy. If this journey has inspired you, there's one final step I'd love for you to take. Reflect on the areas of your personality you want to develop and set a goal for how you'll start. Maybe it's practicing gratitude every morning, trying something new that excites you, or simply showing up with more confidence in your interactions. Whatever it is, commit to it. And don't forget, this isn't just the end of the video, it's the beginning of a new chapter for you. If you found value here, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear these messages, and subscribe for more content designed to help you grow into the most magnetic version of yourself. Thank you for trusting Lovios to guide you on this journey. I can't wait to see how you take these lessons and make them your own. Here's to living boldly, authentically, and with the kind of energy that lights up every room you walk into. You've got this. Until next time, take care, stay confident, and remember, you are absolutely unforgettable.